What if I told you that most women with Hashimoto's are stuck at step one and they don't even realize there's a step three? If all you've been offered is a prescription or even root cause functional medicine, you may still be missing the deepest level of healing available. And that's why so many smart, proactive women are still exhausted, inflamed, anxious, or losing hair, even after doing everything right. Let's talk about what's actually required to reverse the progression of Hashimoto's. I'm Dr. Avery Carpenter. I'm a functional medicine practitioner and a board certified chiropractor. And for more than 20 years, I've been specializing in helping women with autoimmune disease, especially Hashimoto's, reclaim their energy, mental clarity, and sense of vitality. Over the years, what I've come to understand is that Hashimoto's is rarely just a thyroid problem. It's not even an immune system problem. It's a whole system issue. And if you don't zoom out far enough, you end up managing numbers instead of restoring health. Most women start in the conventional system. They're tired, their labs are off, they're diagnosed, and then they're prescribed a thyroid hormone. And sometimes that medication is necessary. I'm not anti-prescription. For some women, it absolutely plays a role. But medication doesn't answer the deeper question. What's driving the body to attack its own cells in the first place? That's where step two comes in. That's functional medicine. It asks that question. Why did that happen? It looks for hidden infections like Epstein-Barr virus. It looks for mold exposure, heavy metals, environmental toxins, chronic stress, food sensitivities like gluten and dairy. Instead of just adding a missing hormone or suppressing symptoms, it tries to identify and remove triggers. And for many women, that shift is life-changing. But here's where I want to introduce something important. Even functional medicine is not always the final layer. I met with a new patient this week, a 63-year-old woman who lives in Florida. She's a former triathlete, highly disciplined, extremely health literate, not someone who ignores her body. And years ago, she began feeling exhausted. She went to her internist and she was told, it's just aging and you're just overtraining. But she knew something deeper was wrong. She went from training 5 or 6 days a week to struggling just to get out of bed for work. She told me when it all happened, I withdrew from life. But then she did what capable women do. She educated herself and she worked with functional medicine doctors. She went fully gluten-free and dairy-free. She upgraded her diet. She remediated mold in her home, placed her AC system. She installed air filters and water filters. She changed her personal care products. And she improved. She's no longer unable to get out of bed in the mornings. She can run and bike a little, as long as she spaces it out. She can socialize, she can enjoy her life again. But if she pushes too hard, she crashes. Sometimes she needs a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day. She's also still waking up in the middle of the night. Her hair has started to fall out again. So she told me she feels about 70% of where she wants to be. And she's done more than most women will ever do. So that's when you have to pause and ask a different question. If the mold's been removed, if her diet's clean, if the obvious triggers have been addressed, why is she still not fully well? Here's how I see it. Prescription management is step one. Functional medicine, root cause investigation, is step two. Both are important, but neither of them fully explain why someone can do everything right and still feel like they're living inside invisible limits. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through what I believe is the missing layer, the piece that explains why some women plateau even after addressing hormones and triggers. Because once you understand that layer, you start asking very different questions about healing. If this perspective already feels different from what you've been told, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. I share these because I care deeply about women not wasting years spinning their wheels. If I can shorten that curve for you, that's why I do this. I'll see you in the next one.